And what do you know? We got a couple haters. Couple haters.
Hey, this is WWE Hall of Famer Road Warrior Animal from the LOD. You're listening to a Couple of Haters podcast. What a rush.
Welcome to Couple Haters, episode 18. 18. We're there.
18.
2 away from the Joey massacre.
Tears will be falling.
Nope. I have defense lawyers ready.
I had tears in
But
my
you don't even know what we're
eyes.
gonna.
They talk-
I don't care what you want to talk about.
You don't know what
I
we're
don't
gonna
care. I
bring
got
up.
defense for everything.
Me and Antoine
The
has.
force field.
You
will
don't know
be
what we're
up.
talking about, Mojo Jojo. You don't know.
The force field would be up. They would be bouncing off. Pew, pew,
Me and
pew.
Antoine have been preparing for this
You
since
can
we
prepare all
realized
you
we were
want.
gonna do shit.
I have
like
that hot lava.
You can prepare all you want.
bro. My green notebook, full with Joey roast.
Yeah.
You can have
Remember
the-
that notebook was blank? Now it's just full.
It's
No,
full.
You can do whatever you want.
Anyway, we're gonna get into Joey's
Yes.
topic.
Today's
of the night.
topic: pettiness. On social media. Where everyone, I don't care who you are, throw shade one way or another.
Every human in the United States, this is statistically proven, every human in the United States throws shade at least 13.57% of the time.
13.57%.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you get that fact from?
From,
He just made that shit up.
Google
from
Trends?
No, sir. This is a real fact that was studied and researched by scientists in America.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
The alcohol is still talking.
Yeah.
It's said.
13% of your posts are petty. So
Yeah, so let's talk about why. I'm just gonna throw everyone under the bus. Females especially throw so much undercover shade, especially on Facebook.
I think people are petty because they are not confident enough to directly say
the
what's
person's
wrong.
name.
Yeah, say what's wrong, say the person's name, anything. People are very passive aggressive in 2016.
You know what's crazy? People say I could post whatever I want on Facebook, but when it comes to their personal lives, it's like a black book.
They don't post shit.
But yet they'll easily try to throw someone under the bus.
I only know one person that posts whatever he wants, and that motherfucker's sitting across from
Yeah,
me.
wait, let's talk about that because people throw so much pettiness this way because they're always
I love
reporting
it
his.
though.
They always report his comments.
Oh, I've been reported so many times.
I don't understand how your Facebook has not been deleted.
I don't get it either.
Marcus posts anything he wants to post.
Especially porn.
I don't even.
I don't
do
give
that.
a fuck.
I don't even do that. I feel like I'm confident in myself.
Listen.
and I don't do that.
I could see the most racist thing, sexist thing. If I giggle, I am sharing it. I don't give a fuck what it,
Like, I
gay,
see-
anything.
No, you know what's funny? I see your posts and I'm saying, yo, what is he drinking today that he's posting
But
this
exactly,
shit?
and guess what? I would have just woke up and opened my eyes, and I went on Facebook and I giggled, and I said, "I'm sharing that."
Oh my god, I see some of your posts. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
I had it. I told Antoine the other day. I have people hit me up. They're like, "Oh, are you all right? Are you feeling good?" I'm like, "Why?" They was like, "Your post." I'm like, "Which one?" And they'll tell me. I'm like, "I laughed."
It made me giggle.
Yeah.
And that's why I have no problem with him doing that because he's being himself.
Like, you know what's funny? It's like when let's say you smoke. Let's say you're having an issue with a girl, and I know the girl you have an issue
Mhm.
with, and she's throwing hints, and I'm like, oh, I know who's that's doing, but why does she just say it out loud? If you're gonna post it on Facebook or whatever media it is, why don't you just say the person's name? You got enough balls to say something.
I did that once.
Just say the name. Just say, you know what, Smooth, go fuck yourself.
When
This is how I feel. Like, why is it so much, I'm in this situation and such and such does this.
See, I was petty once on Facebook. And I called my ex a hoe.
Shit.
And then the wrong ex messaged me.
Oh, man.
I was like, bitch, this is not talking about you.
Of course,
Like,
you probably wouldn't have believed
This
that.
was not about you. It was about somebody else. And after that, I was like, I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah, I don't post petty shit unless I know they're not following me, because I know it's gonna be like, oh, that's about so and so. It's like they don't fucking know.
They don't know. They don't
Like when people post petty shit about me and there's comments,
It's
who are
just-
you
because
talking
it's like
about?
Sometimes, especially friends I have on Facebook, I see like, okay, they broke up in a relationship, and then they just throw in so much shit. I'm like, why now? Why you just start acting this
No,
childish
I
now?
had one chick. She was posting so much petty shit about me, and every time she would post something, I would tag myself in it. I was like, why don't you just tell people? I'm like, why don't you just let them know it's about me, and I'll just tag myself in every post she made. She was like,
And
it's
it's
not
like-
about you. I was like, we just fought about this an hour ago. What the
And
fuck you mean
just
it's not
other
about
shit
me?
Like other media sites like Twitter, Instagram, like they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna follow you now. Then tomorrow I'll just block you for no reason. What was the fucking point of following me on these sites if you're just gonna block me for no fucking reason?
Yeah, I don't get that type of
I
shit.
hate when
Like,
chicks do
I
that.
hate I hate that people are passive aggressive. I am very direct with people, and they feel like that's a crime.
Yeah, you know what it is like, especially with Twitter. Like, if you don't share the same opinions as they do, you get an automatic block.
Hold
I'm like,
on,
what
let
the
me fix my mic.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there was like, I kid you not, I saw this one person that was following me and our podcast on Twitter. I forgot her name, but who gives a fuck? She came out and said,
Sasha, let's call her Sasha.
Yes, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna block your podcast." Like, the fuck for? Because I don't like John Cena the way you fucking do.
Wait, who likes John Cena?
She was.
Hey,
just-
Sasha, fuck you.
she
Fuck
was-
you. Fuck your life,
She was
bitch.
like, "Oh, why you hate John?" I said, "I don't hate the guy as a human. I hate the gimmick. That's two different things. Just because you a fangirl doesn't mean I have to share the same opinions as you."
Wait, sidebar. Is his name really John Cena?
Yeah, it was John Cena.
What do you mean, like his real
That's
life
his
name?
real life name?
Oh, I don't know.
Shit,
Right,
what is
What
John's
if his
real
name is
life
Mike?
name?
Let's
No, I believe his. Damn, what is his real life name?
Wikipedia, John Cena.
I'm pretty sure, not to be racist, some Indian knows John Cena. Because Indians love John Cena.
Yo, on Facebook
Can we
especially.
talk about 434 right now?
Go ahead.
What the
even
post
though-
they made when it was like, why do
Yeah.
Indians keep hitting
Why
us
do
up?
all these angry Indians keep asking us about the Slammies? Dude,
Indians have this affection with John Cena. I don't get it.
I understand, but I feel like that's wrong.
I don't
of
understand.
Them. It's
Oh,
direct-
no, it's wrong for them because they're big.
It's funny
That
because
is
when
racist.
you get into any argument like wrestling wise, and you say, you know what, John Cena
No,
sucks.
434 is a big.
No, I'm talking about anything like 434, no DQ, whatever.
Still
you say,
real
you
to
know
us.
what? If you say, you know, I hate John Cena. It's always some Sabib Sagar or
Yeah, I don't
Ahmed
understand it.
Makbar that says John Cena is the, and they don't even spell correctly.
They can't
John
even spell
Cena,
his name
number
right.
one wrestler in world. I'm like, what?
They can't even spell
I'm like,
his
how
name
old
right.
are you? I'm 14. Like, what's wrong with you?
No, but they're too big of a group. If they are a group, I don't know what you want to call them, but to be
Alright,
racist
so-
like that.
So back to the John Cena name. His real name is John Felix Anthony Senior Jr.
Senior?
Jr. Cena Jr.
Oh, it's
Also, it really is Cena.
His,
So
his name
his
was John
his
Cena.
middle names is Felix Anthony.
So his last name is Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
He's
using
a
his real
junior.
name.
Damn,
He's
his
a
name is
junior.
kind of badass. Phoenix. Anthony.
Felix.
Felix.
Oh,
Felix.
that's not the badass anymore. Those Phoenix.
So his real name is John Cena.
Yeah.
John Anthony Phoenix Cena Jr.
Oh my god.
But back to it, like, I know we're not gonna get big into the whole politic thing, but when I was talking about Trump all the time.
But we all see us too.
No, but hold on.
we
Joe.
knew you was joking though.
Yeah, but
Other people.
it came to a point where people were texting my sister. It was like, "What's wrong with your
God.
brother?" Blah blah blah. And I find out who it is, of course, because I dig. And I'm like, so it's a problem. I don't have the same opinions you do.
That's the problem. That's what I hate about this world sometimes. Like, you gotta share the same opinion.
Yeah, if
You
you don't share
can't-
the same opinions, you're wrong.
You're the outcast, or like, let's say if he really did like Trump, and
Well,
we
Trump's
like,
the man.
yeah, but and let's say we like Obama or Hillary or whatever. Oh, we can't be your friend because.
But here's
you're
the
like,
thing.
oh, that makes no sense.
but my problem is what Shake just said. Why are they hitting up his sister
Yeah, that's
and
stupid.
not him?
Yes.
Why are they not just writing
That's-
on his shit right there
That's
and there
right back
and
to the
debating
pettiness.
And they know my sister's gonna tell me. My sister would send
You
me
know what's funny, though,
screenshots.
because
She hit me up. She was like, "Why are so many people hitting me up about your Facebook?" I'm like, "What are you talking
There was
about?"
a
And she's
post
like,
he
"Trump."
put-
I just started
There
laughing.
was a post he put up during the election about Trump, and he was like, "Oh, how Trump will fix America and all this shit." And the comments that people take him like literally, like they take it so butthurt. Oh, I don't know if I could be your friend no more. You're so racist. It's like, he has not said one racist thing the whole
But
conversation.
here's the thing: the reason I defended Trump so much on Facebook is because I would argue with people, and I'm like, "Why don't you like Trump?"
And
100% of the time, he's racist and sexist. I'm like, political wise, why do you not like Trump? he's sexist, he's racist. I'm like,
but
that
then
has...
there's the logical people that say, he has no political background.
No one said that.
Yeah, I know. Everyone just kept saying the same thing.
And the people that did say he had no political background, the people who want fucking Michelle to run in 2020 because she was married to the president.
She was in the meeting.
So she knows how to run a campaign. Trump knows how to run a campaign. He paid that shit out of his pocket. He won, so he knows how to run a campaign.
He ain't pay as much as Hillary, though.
No,
there's
but-
investigations now that
But
Russia paid for his
Hillary
campaign.
loses a fucking election. What she's doing? She's on the plane doing a mannequin challenge. Fuck Hillary.
And as he said that, he's taking a shot of tequila.
But then,
as
also-
he said that, I can't defend Hillary.
Also with that though, I brought up a lot of shit
Yeah,
that...
when I saw that video, like, she's losing the election and she has time to post on Facebook a mannequin challenge. I'm like, are you serious?
Like, I told people the
Black
problem I
Beatles in the
had...
city.
I told people the problem I had with Obama and the shit he did wrong, and they knew nothing about it. It was like, what? He never did that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
There's times when I see when you start talking about the military, and I'm like, why are people arguing? They have no military experience to even argue what he's going through.
And it's weird, like, when you're in the military, you know more shit
Yeah.
that happens with us. So I'm like,
You don't
okay.
know. You have nothing to argue about. You can say I disagree, and that's it. You just can't say
Like, I always
you
bring...
just can't research it and but this is going on, but you're not really.
I always
there
brought this up to
understand.
people because it was always on the low. I was like, okay, we're going to war with Afghanistan shit. I was like, but Obama's supporting them with weapons. I was like, you don't think they're using those weapons to fight us? They're like, no, there's no way. I was like, where do you think they're getting all these vehicles from? Because Obama's letting them stay there so they can take them over, and then we try to take them back. They're like, no, Obama wouldn't do that. I'm like,
Obama's number one.
yeah. I mean, he was a good president, but he did a lot of wrong shit too.
man.
Yeah, I'll admit that. Like,
But you don't know how frustrating it is that you go to Afghanistan to fight these motherfuckers, and then to find out while you're out there, oh, Obama just gave them whatever amount of weapons to defend themselves against ISIS. I'm like, these motherfuckers don't need all that for ISIS.
and that's
They're
why,
using that shit against us.
That's why I respect that armed forces have a different point of view, because I like not just Shake. Like, I've noticed everybody that's been in the Air Force, Navy, military, they have a different point of view than us.
That's because we're forced to watch CNN all day. That's the only thing on TV's out there. You go to fucking
Listen,
eat
you
dinner,
know,
and
this is
CNN's
like,
on.
It's like when it comes to like military wise, when it comes
What you
to
looking at over there, Kay?
CNN
Yeah,
posting
you saw
about
him?
when it's like coming to like CNN talking about the wars and shit, they have more opinions and can say more because they're going through it than what we can say. Because we haven't even touched an inch of that battleground.
Yeah, but a lot of people call it brainwashing. I don't call it brainwashing. I call it experience.
Yeah.
Experience that we
There's
don't
no one
have.
that's in the
just-
military that's brainwashed. When people are like, oh, you
lot.
become robots, that's not
It's
what
like,
happens.
especially when you're in the military, there's a lot of pettiness that goes
Yeah.
towards people like that for no
And-
reason. Like, oh, you're defending this war. I have no choice. It's not.
It's
I
not-
can.
no.
It's not
It's-
like they tell you, "Do you want to go fight?" No, you gotta go fight. You
Oh
just-
no,
they
that's
don't-
true.
they don't give
I
you
mean,
a choice.
there's ways out of it. Don't get me wrong, but you have to have balls
Yeah.
and be a real big pussy to find your way out
But
of
they're
it.
not gonna say, "Okay, we're gonna go to Iraq today. Do you want to come, or you just want to?" No,
I'm not gonna lie. Before I got out, I tried to volunteer to go back, so I wanted to, but that didn't work out.
I would have fucking killed you.
I wanted to go back to Afghanistan.
We would have been a two-man podcast.
Oh yeah, I would have killed you.
No, I would have been alive.
No, we mean we
No, I
been
would.
solo.
No, you wouldn't have. I would have killed you.
I would have been alive. But no, I wanted to go. That was the best time I had in the military because it was all work, I guess.
Until he was on.
When you're back in the States, it's literally,
Playing
this is what we did. We would just sit down in our cars and wait for the day to be over because there's nothing to do. I don't know. I guess you have to have that experience to understand it.
back to people being
Pettiness.
petty.
No, in all honesty, people are petty because people are bitches. People will not say what they really feel.
And there's also those people that stalk you for no.
Huh?
You said we're missing Lou.
No, okay, we could talk about Lewis right now. Lewis is the exception because Lewis always says what he feels, but he still feels the need to be petty. I don't understand that because he already hurts people's feelings and then he hurts them more by being petty. I don't get that. That's just him overdoing it.
Yeah, if you hurt someone's feelings, you don't need to be petty about it.
Yeah, I feel like petty people are just straight to pussy people that don't want to say things up front, but not him.
But why is like today's world so sensitive
When
with
did
everything?
it get soft like this? We were not.
When we was in the when we was in the laundromat and we was watching TV or whatever, and he was like on Boy Meets World, they used to say faggot,
Yes.
and I was like, dude, they never said faggot on TV.
Show me the video.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He showed me the video.
They used to
He
say
did,
faggot.
right? So I'm like, so what happened from that point to a couple years later? Where it's like saying
You know what-
faggot was the most
This-
disrespectful thing in the world.
Because we
We got soft.
got soft.
Social media happened.
It's like we're catering to
The
the
new
gay
generation.
and lesbian
I gotta look up
community.
those videos now.
The gay and no, I have to do these. The gay and lesbian community. But all honesty, I don't give a fuck right now. I miss saying, "Yo, you a faggot." Like, and it's
You
not
can't
like
no more.
Gay.
Like-
It's not like gay. It's not
Like
any
we
of
were
that.
talking about earlier when there was just AOL chat rooms. There was there was
Mi
just
gente.
Mi gente. Yo,
I lost my
it-
virginity on Mi gente. Shout out.
There was so much shit you can say back then and do back then, but now it's like with all this extra stuff, there's so many more restrictions.
Yeah. Like,
For
for all
what?
honesty,
But you would think everything would be worse now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped saying faggot because of it's socially incorrect now.
Cause
Like-
and you would think back then,
And I don't want to
using-
hurt anybody's feelings.
But you would
I've
think,
been
though, but wait, if you was using like AOL years ago or Mi Gente, you would think the more genders be back then because technology wasn't up to date.
I'm gonna be real. I stopped saying fag because I was put in place by a trans that I know, and he was very offensive because I was joking with him. I was like, "Yo, you're a fag," and he like broke everything down. I was just like, "All right, I'll
Break it down
stop."
to me, so I don't.
It's hard for me to break it down because it was like paragraphs. It's like they just see it. They see themselves as females.
Mhm.
So I guess like calling them a fag is basically saying that they're a guy still.
I don't consider trans faggot.
I don't either, but I just said fag because of the conversation we were having. I was like, "You're such a fag."
You should have just called them a dyke.
No, and one time I called him by his real name, and it was the end of the world for me.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
if I was next to the motherfucker, he would have stabbed me. But you know, I understand because that's how they see themselves.
Yeah, and that's why I don't say the word because I respect it.
Yeah, I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. Like, I know them. Like, if I see them in the street, I'll kiss them on the cheek. Even though you're a dude, I mean, you're going through your transitions, I guess, and you're a female, so I'm gonna treat you the way you want to be treated.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna disrespect you and give you a pound when you 100% look like a female. But I know the truth, obviously. But if you're going as a female, I'm gonna treat you with the respect you want.
It's like if a female that you know wants to be a dude.
I'm gonna give you a pound.
You don't give them a hug. You give them a
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a pound.
That's
If,
like
you, if
saying
you're a dyke,
you
I'm gonna
saw
give you a
What's the
pound.
rapper Young Ma?
I'm gonna give.
That's what
If I
you
knew
want?
Young Ma, I'm
Like,
giving
if
her a
you saw
pound.
in the street,
But
you gonna
she
give her a
calls
pound.
herself
though.
a she though.
No, but I'm saying, but you
That's
saw
fine.
if
Dykes
you
call
saw her in
themselves
the street,
she's.
though, you ain't gonna give her a kiss on the cheek. You gonna give her a pound though. You gonna
Yeah,
be
I
like,
ain't
what's
kissing
up?
her cheek, bro. I ain't kissing her.
Yo,
cheek,
y'all can
bro.
say like even there's gay dudes I know. Like I won't give them a pound. I'll give them a hug, and sometimes depending if I'm cool with you, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek
He'll
because
give
you're
them-
super gay.
He
Love
give them
grabbing
the.
butt.
I'll let them grab my butt, whatever.
You'll give them the hey.
No, but I treat people the way they want to be treated.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
if you're a gay dude and you want to be like, hey, if you greet me, you know, be nice. Don't
Yeah.
give me a pound or some shit like that. I'm like, all right, I'll give you a hug and a kiss on the
Yeah.
cheek.
My only problem with it is we're doing all this adaptation to them.
They don't. I mean, they
There's
can't
no
do it to
adapting
us.
to
Like,
us.
how do you adapt to
We're
us?
supposed to adapt to them.
But how do you adapt to us? We've been the same ever since. I guess
Yeah.
you can say. There's no adapting to us. We have to
Pretty
adapt to
much
them.
we're the cavemen.
I get. Yeah, we're adapting. Yeah, you're right. Which is fine. I mean, I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
I guess I don't mind it because I've worked with I don't want not to be a fan. I worked with gays for such a long time that I got used to it.
I remember one day I did say faggot, and it was like,
Oh, it's the
huge.
end of the world.
It was huge. Like,
See, one thing I learned with some of the trans I know, faggot is basically like saying you're a sissy.
Derogatory.
Yeah. Like I had how did they explain it? It was some
I
shit.
know people in the UK use that. They use that term
Someone broke it down to me. There was like,
in the
all right,
UK.
if you're a guy and you're like bi curious or whatever, but you're the bottom, you're a faggot because you're being dominated. You want to be the bitch.
yeah.
So faggot is the lowest you can be. That's how they. I don't want to say that's how they all see it, but that's kind of how it is. You're the lowest of the low if you're a faggot, which is fine. I mean, whatever, faggot. I mean, I'm just so open minded. Like nothing bothers me.
Yeah, like, I've gotten to the point where nothing bothers me.
I don't care.
It's like sometimes like with people nowadays, you gotta ask them like, what offends you before I even say anything.
I had people
like,
ask me that when I was in Texas and shit. Since you know how Texas, they don't really know racism as people think they know. So people would say shit, and I'd be like, yo, that's kind of racist. They're like, how? I explained it to them. I'm like, look, I don't care. You can say it around me. I don't care. Like, my boy called me a spick one time. He didn't know it was bad. He was like, oh, you spick? And I just had to break it down to him. I was like, yo, that's this. Calling a Puerto Rican a spick is like calling a black person a nigga. But we don't really care as much. And I had to explain. He was like, oh, my bad. To me, spick is just a Mexican. I was like, no, that's not how it is. Yeah, but they know that term too. But
yeah, you come to New York with that shit, it's a totally different ball.
But that's why a lot of them used to come up to me and be like, hey, yo, Marcus, or Otero, can I say, like, what's up with this and that? I'm like, yo, bro, don't do that. I was like, I don't care. You can say it around me. I don't give a fuck. I'll laugh.
Like, this is the same thing. Like, if you hang around with a gay person, you gotta, like, what can and cannot
and
say
they cannot say nigga or nigger without sounding weird. They can't say nigga. They can't say the A. It sounds awful. That's why they say it with the ER. And they don't mean to be racist. I try to teach so many of them in the South, like, dude, say it with, yeah, I'm like, yo, just say nigga. And they're like, nigga. I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro. I was like, all right, say nigger and say nigga. They're like, nigger. I'm like, say nigga. Nigga. I'm like, no, just keep saying nigger. I'm like, you sound more racist saying it with the A, bro. But that's how they are. They don't know how to say it with the A. So they feel saying it with the A is more racist than saying it with the ER. Which is weird. But they didn't care about me. I was like, dude, I'm fine with it. Like, just know I'll save your ass. If someone hears it and they don't like it and they try to beat your ass, I got your back, bro.
You know who else is petty on social media? Religious people.
Oh, I'm religious.
Religious people are petty.
I don't believe in religion, so.
Oh, yeah, they'll tell you right away, oh, you're going to hell.
Yeah, I know. I don't give a
No,
fuck.
I hate those people. I believe in God, but I don't. Those people.
You know what pisses me
no.
off? The people that post every time, share if you believe in God, or share for an amen.
I usually comment, fuck
No,
that.
share for a fucking, like for a prayer. Oh my god, I fucking hate those posts.
I usually put fuck that in the comments. But that's because I'm a Facebook bully.
And then this shit is the same people that say, oh yeah, share for amen, or share if you believe for Jesus. But then they say, oh, I don't want to force religion on people. You're forcing religion on people by posting these on your Facebook.
What did I almost get in a fight for? I said religion is the belief of weak people. Because I wanted to piss somebody off. Because they kept trying to...
Oh, yeah, you know how to piss people off.
Yeah, I know. They was like, why would you say it's for weak people? I was like, because you're believing in something that don't exist because you're weak in life. And they just stood quiet. And like, they looked like they wanted to kill me. And I was like, I don't believe in nothing, but I'm happy. But when you're not happy, you have to sit down and pray to someone that doesn't exist. I was like, so how does that make you look? And then I was like, I'm about to die right now.
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was in PA, I went, when I go out there, I go with my family to church, whatever. So the pastor tells me in church, you can't pray for God the same way at home than you can do in church.
Bullshit.
And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, so you telling me my belief in God is more in church than it is at home, where I could do the same thing at home? She was like, yeah. I was like, no, it's not.
That's because you're in God's house.
I'm like, if you're telling me I can pray wherever and make that my church, I can pray at home and skip a Sunday in church to pray at home.
They want your dollar in the collection plate.
I'm about to be more hated on this podcast than Shake. Okay.
Oh man,
I could easily top anything you're gonna say if I was to be myself on this
Church
podcast.
is not God's house. Church is a place where people choose to worship God. Church is not a place you must go to worship God. Hold on, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, let him finish.
Church is not a place you must go to worship God. You can worship God the same way. I could worship God right here in this chair while I'm on this podcast right now.
Yeah,
the same way I
absolutely.
could worship God if I was there. My vendetta is with fucking churches that I went to a church with my grandma. A family church. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. A family church. And this motherfucker was dancing the whole time. Dancing and fucking singing like a fucking monkey.
Black trash.
Man. It wasn't. It was a Spanish church. And he's just dancing and singing. Every time he starts, he's like, everybody stand up. And everybody got to stand up in the church and watch him jump on chairs and do all this bullshit.
Where the fuck was this at?
In Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah. Fucking Spanish. Yeah. Puerto Rican.
Why you gotta be Puerto Rican?
I mean, that's what my family is. Puerto Rican church. And, yeah. He's just hopping on chairs. And anybody that's not standing up, this old lady wasn't standing up. He's like, why are you not standing up? You don't love God.
I'm fucking old.
This bitch is old as fuck. And she's not Yeah, she's not standing up because it probably fucking hurts her standing up the whole fucking 2 hours. And like churches like that, I fucking hate. I hate people that catch Holy Ghost because it's not real. I don't give a fuck what
That
nobody
catch
says.
Holy Ghost?
Ghosts are not real. That is
there's-
not real. Catching the Holy Ghost, doing the Harlem Shake, doing all that bullshit is not real.
There's churches if you go to it, they'll be like falling on the
No,
floor.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Or they'll
not
start
real.
talking in tongues.
I believe in ghosts. Don't get me wrong, but I don't believe.
Like what you like.
I
what
believe
you-
in ghosts.
Like what you said right in the beginning of your statement.
Yeah.
Not the Holy
Church
Ghost.
is-
I feel I seen ghosts.
Church is a place of worship.
Yes.
I could do the same thing at home.
Yes, your place of worship can make anywhere you.
So you just can't like I told the pastor you just can't tell
You
me
can go
my
to the
only-
fucking corner.
yeah
and worship
I told
if you
I
want.
told the pastor that you can't tell me the only place for me to worship God is in church. I could do that at home 24/7.
Yo, being technical, I could be in a strip club and go to the bathroom and pray.
Yeah,
You could.
You could pray for the strippers.
Yeah, I could pray for them to have better lives and come home with me.
If
Not
it works.
that part. Not that part.
Speaking of hookers.
Oh. Hey everyone, that's the end of this part of the conversation. Make sure you listen to part 2 in the next episode.